viewers, welcome to another edition of your show Culture and Development. I'll be your host Immaculate Naluangale, and on another side our guest speaker
Asungai Laura.
Alright, Laura, welcome. Laura, so far you have been reporting on culture and development, and of course development has brought a lot of change in our society today, especially technology. Tell us, what are some of these findings you have documented when it comes to technology and changes on our society, the effects it has got on our society today?
Thank you very much, Emma, for that question. First, I would like to start with this. Technology is a versatile tool that has supported and transformed almost every industry across the globe in many ways. As a writer describes technology as a gift from God or as the mother of civilization, art, and science. Undoubtedly, technology has made an impact from health, transportation, agriculture, education, culture, communication, you can name it. So we are taking specifically culture for today. For example, culture, how messages or how news were communicated back in the days, the use of town criers, the use of traditional ICT tools to pass across information. Like we are talking the whistles, we are talking gongs, we are talking drums. It has had a drastic change with the advent of technology nowadays. Like, let's see this clip, how this man was using a drum to pass across information. So does that sound signify anything?
The message I was sending is for good news.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Laura, that was a beautiful clip there. Oh, we also have to ask, well, watching from the clip, could you explain to us how effective were these means of communication? What kind of messages could they be passing across?
So it was ineffective, if I have to say, because the messages were not specific. There were no details that were given, how or what is happening, who is happening to, answering the 5 whys and the 1 H.
Yeah.
You know, they were not answering the words, they were, it just passed on like good news or bad news. It didn't tell us where it is happening, who is happening to, and all. But with the advent of communication, we now have radio stations, we have television stations, we have social media sites, we have telephones which you can access those sites or apps that can, you know, tell us specific details of information, like radio stations. Like, yes, you can hear that, okay, it's happening here or it happens here at this place. You know, it now answers the 5 why, the 5 W's and the 1 H, which is the what, the where, the whom, the where, the
when, and how.
True.
Okay. Talking about technology, what about education? Has technology impacted education? The way students study nowadays, and teachers, how do they deliver their messages? How can you explain this to us?
Yes, of course, technology has impacted education big time. First, let's talk about the teachers' productivity and efficiency have increased. Teachers and trainers now use technology to boost their productivity, to incorporate valuable digital tools to enhance their students' learning options and to boost their students' support and participation. And let's take a look at this clip as how somebody is explaining to us, or how we sampled an opinion on the street and what she had to say.
Technology has greatly influenced education in our modern society, both positively and negatively. I'll begin positively in the sense that we no longer concentrate. We are no longer so stereotyped to the chalkboard as the children used to believe only in their teachers, because these days they do research with their cell phones, with their electronic gadgets, with the internet, they Google everything. And then knowledge has become so simple now, because the student or the learner sits even at home, he or she is able to do his or her homework, assignments, and the rest. They no longer rely only on the teacher as before.
Okay, welcome back, viewers. That was a beautiful remark there. Laura, do you have more to tell us?
Yes, you got it. Technology has enabled teachers to improve their teaching methods and has facilitated learning for their students. Also, the education sector has undergone a sea change and has completely transformed with the introduction of new technology and gadgets. There is no longer time for theory and raw learning, as more emphasis are now based on skill development and on problem solving abilities. Let's take another clip as how somebody explains this.
Technology has impacted, has influenced education positively, because if you look at for example, like the television, the telephones, which have come, which in those days they never existed. They have helped the children. Children are able to learn on their own. They are able to use their phones, browse their phones, search materials, and prepare for their subject, for their lessons, maybe ahead of time. Yeah, so it has actually helped these children to improve on their teaching learning skills. It has helped them so much.
Also, we got globalization, students taking online courses from various parts of the world or from various parts of the country or continent allows them to meet their counterparts through video conferencing without leaving the comfort of their homes. The introduction and the development of education apps also helps in the exchange of information between parents, teachers, and of course students. We also have many visible impacts of technology on education. We are talking about the introduction of e-books, the use of computers and iPads in the replacement of chalks and boards, and so on.
Wow. Okay, aside having all these positive impacts that we have watched so far and heard of, Laura, what do you have to say on technology and its negative impact it has got on learners?
Yes, Emma, most things in life have advantages and disadvantages. Same here, just like a coin have two sides. Social media sites like Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok are becoming more popular among the youth. They are spending most of their time on this site, which is having a bad effect on their studies and on their education. I also sampled an opinion on the street, and let's take a watch.
These gay marriages, you see some of our children no longer even go to church. They don't even believe in the preachers any longer. You see all horrible things online and they go there and they watch, especially the youths, our learners. Secondly, most of them have become dropouts from school. They no longer even want to come to school. They feel that staying at home with a cell phone alone, you read and you still come and write. So all this now has brought down our morals in the society. It is a call for concern. So we hope that the children will plead with them that not everything that is shown on television, on the phone, is good for the eyes and the ears. Not everything you see you should believe in. You should know that there are some ills that you are supposed to shun from. That is all I can say for now. Thank you.
I can't agree less with them. Cell phones have become a great source of distraction in the classroom. Students now mostly use their cell phone in their free time in school, especially during holidays. However, to crown it all, education technology looks promising and is a new face to educate more citizens in Africa and beyond.
Wow, thank you, Laura. That was so nice and interesting. Indeed, it's a great show that has taught me, myself, a lot. And viewers, we come to the end of today's edition of your show, Talk Culture and Development. And please don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. For our guests, we had
Asungai Laura.
and I've been Immaculate Naloangale as your host. Thank you.